there folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor. And when last we left off, we did a quest for a Rizulki, defeating a moredhel spellcaster, and their own Rizulki that were very difficult to best. We got to 2 health on Gorath at one point, and for our troubles retrieving a special stone, we got a very special shell that we are going to need somewhere in this woodland. And this woodland is vast. There are tons of places we can go off the beaten path, and there are loads of potential rewards, and probably a lot more dangers. But we're going to keep looking around and try our best to find them. There is this here that we've already checked out. I believe this is where we found that key. Yep, that's where we found that key, but there's surely going to be more in our future. So let us keep looking around. We have pretty much an endless supply of food if we want it. There's a massive pile of it by where the Rizulki is, and there's also a store where we can just buy as much of it as we like with the 16,000 or so sovereigns that we possess. And we're just going to keep checking the spyglass, looking for anything of interest. We could stay by the road, but I'm just going to sort of veer and see what we uncover. The answer is we're going to uncover that it is getting dark, so let us rest here. We have a massive amount of rations, so really don't need to worry about running out of food anytime soon. Really don't need to worry about that. Do need to worry about, ooh, there are things here. There is what looks to be, something by the road. Still panting from the climb, Owen studied the treehouse. I think we just wasted our energy climbing up here. There doesn't seem to be anyone about. Okay, so there is a treehouse. A completely useless treehouse, but hey, little bit of flavour. Now over here, there is another treehouse. Owen was about to knock on the door when he heard loud voices coming from inside the small house. He listened, but couldn't make out what was being said. He was about to knock again when the door swung open, and 3 very loud and seemingly very drunk dwarfs came charging out. "All that sand on the banks of the endless sea! That's what's left of all the brackners I've killed! That's right! Don't you?" The bragging dwarf stopped when he saw Owen and Gorath, then turned to face his friends, a look of surprise and concern clearly displayed on his bearded face. "What are you doing here?" he demanded, eyes shifting to something behind Gorath. We're headed to Elvandar," Owen said. "Best you be going then. It's quite a ways north of here." He gestured to his friends, but rather than leaving, he went back inside the house. Owen felt eyes on his back as they turned to leave. I wonder where they were going. They obviously didn't want us to follow them. And there's nothing we can do there, so let's look at the thing here, just a little into the wood. Ah, it's a well. Owen studied the well carefully. It seemed harmless enough, but they were on the outskirts of Elvandar, and anything was possible. "Seems okay," he said, turning to Gorath. "I'm going to take a drink." "No," commanded the moredhel. "It is I who will drink from the well." Owen looked to Gorath. "Sure." Owen nodded his approval. Scooping some water into his hand, Gorath held it near his nose and sniffed. Then, tipping his head back, he poured the contents into his mouth and swallowed. "How do you feel?" asked Owen. "It is not unpleasant. Perhaps I should try a bit more." He scooped up some more water and drank it, almost greedily. Then some more. "I think this well must contain healing water," said Gorath, "because it's making me feel wonderful. Kinda hot, though." "Are you hot?" Owen eyed him suspiciously, noticing the way Gorath's eyes were swimming around inside his head. "You're drunk. What's in that well? Straight ale?" He grabbed Gorath's hand and drug him away from the well. "Come on, let's get out of here." "So, we found the booze well." "Yep, he's drunk." "I'm totally fine. Did you know that I am the greatest singer in all of the Northlands? I can sing This Kingdom Not Mine, 'cause Delacan wants to have it. This kingdom not mine, with my blood I'll pay. to guard against all the kings and people who oppose me. I'm so glad that James is not here right now. James! I'm the best swordsman in the land. James could totally stand no chance of defeating me. Oh dear. I just imagine him just staggering through the woods, singing loudly. We are getting close to what appears to be some form of loot. A trio of thingamies. Let's go to the trio of thingamies and hope that we don't need to disable... we don't need to disable some sort of trap. Here is a box. And here is another box. I'm going to save because drunk. Because drunk. We've not had that status effect yet. By the way, that is a status effect, I think, in Albion as well. It appears to be locked. Well, we know what we do with locked chests. That's right, I don't click that. I click Scent of Sarek. Because it could be trapped. And it's not. Okay, can you open this while drunk? The lockmaker knew what he was doing. It's beyond my ability. I can't open it. Is that because you... Oh my, when you are drunk, your skills are terrible. Oh dear. We're just going to have to rest a while. How drunk are you now? Still drunk. Okay. Gonna have to rest a little longer. Are you still drunk? 6% drunk. You're feeling much better after we literally had to spend a couple of days recovering. Are you no longer drunk? You are no longer drunk. Marvelous! That was a number of days of my life I'm never going to get back. Quite literally. Well, but there we go. Now, you can try and open this. As the old saying goes, locks are for children and fools. I am no fool. Ooh, nice reward. Nice reward. I like that. I'm totally going to apply that to our sword, overwriting that buff, because that's a good thing. Okay, what about this one? Also locked, and I know that our Scent of Sarek has expired because it's been a couple of days. And it's safe, and in here we have... Ooh, okay. A crossbow. And an egg. Even in Krondor, we cannot avoid choosing an egg. Now, there's another one here somewhere that we have not grabbed. There's one to the north. Let us go and check that one out. There it is. This one is trapped. It's probably the better treasure. Oh, it's the better treasure. We have Winds of Aortis, we have Mad God's Rage, and Wrath of Killian. You know what, I think I'll grab all of these, and we'll have you learn them. Although he could have wished for better circumstances under which to study it, Owen broke the scroll's wax seal and began to read. After an hour's labouring with the difficult language, he was able to commit the incantation to memory. While the words on the parchment etched indelible patterns on his mind, the scroll grew brittle, then crumbled slowly between his fingers, like sun-dried leaves. Excellent! You will learn that one, and you know this one already. Keep that there. We literally do not need that if you already know it. Okay. Excellent. Seems like a result to me that we now have that. So, there is a bridge here somewhere. We saw a bridge. And there's nothing here at all. We're going in a weird circle. Right, let's just head east. East brings me to a bridge. Now we can cross the bridge, provided there's not anything horrible on the other side that wants to kill our face. There's probably something horrible on the other side that wants to kill our face. Actually, I want to put that there. Okay, we're going to save, because new magic is always good. New magic is really good. And we will explore over the bridge. And find a tree stump, practically immediately, which has a Gildus Thorn. I wonder if the game requires us to have one. Well, to be fair, you already have one, because you'll have got one from the Sarsagoth dungeon, but you could have had it break. You could have had it break. So, there's stuff there. There's probably stuff in this woodland over here. So I'm just gonna wildly deviate off into the woodland and see if we can find anything interesting. Nothing interesting here, that's for sure. Not even an enemy encounter. You'd think they'd at least throw a wyvern or two at me, but nay, nothing. Really nothing. Okay, there's nothing there at all. Anything here? Owen suddenly felt very tired. The urge to sleep overwhelmed him, consumed him. He turned to shout a warning, but before a sound could escape his lips, his world went dark. Nightmare images plagued him, ran through his mind like flames racing to feed on a kerosene-soaked rag. When he woke the next day, it was with the realization that the entire day had just been stolen from his life. Shaking the numbness from his limbs, he saw Gorath doing the same. He picked up his pack and prepared to resume his journey. Okay, we just lost an entire day of our lives. That is awkward. But we still have plenty of food and supplies and everything else, so not the worst. If that happens again, however, we are clearly going the wrong way. Let's see if it happens again. Are we... We are... like, drastically going through days here. It is that. It is... Oh, wow! It is... Gorath again felt very tired. Once again, sleep came quickly. Owen once again felt very tired. Gorath once again felt very tired. Wow! We are just burning through our rations here. Is there any hope of us getting through this without dying? Feel like we might be going the wrong way here, because we're about to just literally die. Oh, yes, let's turn around, shall we? That is bad. So I'm gonna turn... Gorath felt very tired. Okay, I want to get back to the road. And, okay, that's fine. We just keep falling asleep. Constantly. I'm really worried about this. Okay, we're just going to rest here. All this food just being rapidly consumed. Back to the road, please. Oh, the road's all the way over there. Okay, just head this way. As fast as we can. Wow! Okay, we are nearly there? Gorath again felt very tired. How much food do we have left? Oh my, we have no food left. Are we near the road? We are near the road. Okay, please. Okay! Near the road. Enemies. Wyverns and a spellcaster. Well, we know what to do with a spellcaster, and that is that we thoughts like clouds the spellcaster. Well, that was an unfortunate turn of events. Don't go too far off the road. Because if you do, there's a chance that could happen. Well, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Ooh, okay. That's not the worst thing that could happen. That's the worst thing that could happen to you, though. Because, that. Okay, ow, please stop doing that. We could just have at thee with you. Please just rest for a bit. Oh, you're moving closer. Are those dragon breaths equivalent to spellcasting, and you've effectively run out of spellcasting? That would be an interesting way to track that mechanic. So I've discovered that they can only fire a few times, and also that it's very difficult to navigate where you want to go in combat when it's dark. Also, that we don't want to be too far off the beaten path sometimes. Oh, did we learn that to our folly? To our absolute folly. It is very dark. We have 3 rations. Okay! We have 3 rations. I need to save on a separate save slot because we are in trouble. We have 3 rations. Fortunately, I think the road to the south... Okay, we need to quite desperately get to... If we could get to where that result key... Uh-oh. Well, we found some wyverns. Not quite what I was hoping to have happen, but we found wyverns. Wyverns don't have food, which is a shame. Okay, you just fired the tiniest little projectile. We're gonna have at thee with you. Fire again. So many rations were spent in that woodland. We just kept falling asleep for literal weeks. We had so much food. So much food, and now it is gone. Well, lesson learned. Sometimes you don't want to tread off the beaten path. Oh, wow, you are nearly dead. So, restoratives. Good thing we have them. This is an expensive place to go looking about, that's for sure. Okay, staff bonk. Distract. Okay, you only have so many of those. They are gone. You still have a ridiculous amount of accuracy. We can staff bonk you, and a combined 2 hits will kill you. Excellent. And excellent. Victory is ours. Now we need to very quickly make our way to... Okay, that's the stump. We've seen that stump. We have seen that stump. So we need to get to the bridge. There's a bridge somewhere. Okay, here's the bridge. Hey, more fights! More wyverns! You know, just go right up and have at thee. This seems like the best way to deal with this. And 1 dead. And another dead. Right? Right! Excellent. Okay. Owen's accuracy melee has improved. Owen's accuracy melee has most certainly improved. Where is the bridge? There's a bridge here. I don't think this is the bridge we initially crossed over on. But you know what? If it's a bridge... Have I passed? I have totally passed the bridge. There was a bridge. I have gone by it. There is a pile of dirt here. It's got an egg in it. Okay, that's not quite what I was hoping for. Okay, this is not where I need to go. I'm heading the wrong way. I'm heading west. Shouldn't I be heading east? Okay, I'm really getting myself turned around. Okay, dragons. Okay, more wyverns. Hello. I just need to fight you, make my way... Ah, there's a spellcaster here. Well, we know what to do with you, and that is thoughts like clouds. Go away. This gives me the round to just smack you in the face. And then we can staff bonk. I really desperately need to get more food. Okay. Excellent. We'll have at thee with you. Have at thee. Excellent. Victory is ours. You have 2 stamina. We have 3 rations apiece. We are... Where on the map? We are near where we met the result key. Hopefully some of that food is still good. Hopefully. Goran motioned for Owen to join him. Staying distance, they turned to look in the other direction. The moredhel finally began to speak. If the adversaries we faced are any indication, we can expect hardened opponents as we near Elvandar. Perhaps you should try to find a less combative path. That's the game going, you want to go a different route. And I'm like, I totally agree with you. We should totally go a different route. it's getting dark. Right, we don't have many days of rations, but we have a few days of rations. So we want to go the other way. Have I crossed the bridge? I have crossed the bridge. No, I haven't crossed the bridge, apparently. Okay, have I got myself turned around? I want to be on this side of the bridge. Yes, I do. I want to be on this side of the bridge. Hey, guess what? We've wandered into a trap. I have no idea how to make this trap work for me, so I'm just gonna Skin of the Dragon. This is a Skin of the Dragon scenario. Hey, guess what? You have 10 turns of invulnerability. Go for it. Literally go for it. Yep, perfect. I just need to get that food. Also, just rest up here as much as we can. And that'll do it. Okay, forward. We made it through! Yay! Okay, that has changed our direction. We need to head this way. Is that moredhel? Okay, where are we? We are a long way from where I want to be, but you know what? We have enemies and no food, but hopefully this enemy will drop some food. And so, when we come back, folks, tons of food wasted in the woodland, but, I mean, we do have tons of cash, so we can always buy more, but still, I'd rather not have wasted it. But then again, that is what it's there for, to be used. And at the very least, we did manage to, get out of the woodland. Imagine if I didn't have all that food, and I was stuck in a you-lose situation, and I had to have gone back to my previous save. Very lucky there. I'm very lucky indeed. And so, exploring the woodland some more. Perhaps a little more cautiously than I did previously. Oh my, more cautiously. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.